Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to one of my first recorded series in a very long time. This is Timberborne and it's a little city builder with little beavers and they are so cute. Look at these little ones. Oh, so cute. What? If you say so, dude. The premise of this little game is it's the end of the world. Humans did not manage very well and they all died out. After the apocalypse, it was down to Mother Nature to fix things, and she decided that the little beavers are going to be the ones to take over the world. So we have the Folktails, easygoing but hardworking. Folktails are expert farmers. They respect nature and it rewards them with plentiful bounties. Their motto, comfort, food and sturdy wood. I'm saying nothing about that. And then we've got these little dudes. Now you don't get the grey ones when you start off the game. You have to unlock them. But it's very easy to unlock this faction. And they are the Iron Teeth, defectors of the traditional timber ways. They mastered iron and science to build advanced machinery. They achieved progress through can't say that fucking word. Efficiency and disregard for the environment. Their motto, work hard and work hard. I cannot say that word. Just pretend I'm saying it. Now. There we go. You heard it in your head. Okay, now this game comes with several different maps. They do recommend this one, which is quite a big one. It's 256 by 256. It's Canyon, Diorama, Lakers, Meander, a mountain range, terraces, thousand islands, waterfalls, and you can actually build your own map. Now I have been playing this game over the weekend and I absolutely got addicted to it and I loved it, so I do have quite a good background on it. And instead of using the large one, I'm going to limit myself to a 50 by 50. And you have different settings. You've got easy. Your settlements start with an abundant supply of resources. Beavers consume less food and water. Droughts are rare and short. Normal, you want a bit of a challenge. Droughts are mild at the beginning but intensify over time. Your hard, droughts are severe and become even worse over time. Shop and join sizes. Or you can actually customize it to what you prefer. You know, starting water, starting food, drought duration, or that kind of thing. You can even turn them off. I should put that in there. Can you turn it off completely? Yeah, I think in custom you can turn off droughts completely. We're going to just have a little play on easy for our first look video. So we can get a good look into things and how things work. And then later on, if you guys are enjoying the game, then we'll do it on a harder difficulty with the little Iron Teeth guys. But for this one, we're just going to chill out on an easy game. Now, when you first pop into the world, you will see this. I just want to show you something very quickly. We have it on good height resolution, got it on ultra graphics. Now, I have the UI scale on 140%. That is so you guys can actually see what's going on in the video. Okay? So, if you're watching it on your phone or your tablet or a smaller window on your PC, you can actually see what's going on. I mean, you can turn it right down to that size, which I probably would play on, but then you guys watching the video wouldn't be able to see jack shit. So we're going to turn it right up so everybody can see, and that's why it's like that. I just thought I'd show you that. Now we have to look after our little beavers, and as you can see on the left hand side, we have adults 7, children 4, with a total of 11 beavers. 11 are homeless. 5 are unemployed, because obviously children can't work, or they shouldn't work. But we do have 300 items of food, and I think they're berries. We don't have any logs, but we have 250 water. So with any animal on the planet, guys, we're going to need food and water. In order to build, we're going to need some wood. Now what I like to do, especially on this map, is I keep it on pause and I just map out some things that we're going to need, but we're not going to build yet. And one of those things is a campfire. And make sure the arrow comes around there. These are satisfied, yeah, the social life of the beavers. It keeps them nice and happy. And then you can re-click on that and you can press pause. It puts a little pause symbol up. But it's there, but you're not going to build it yet. One of the things I will suggest you get on early on, if you possibly can, is an inventor. Because you need research points to unlock other things. For instance, if you go into the water here, you can see that the water dump, the large water tank, irrigation tower, etc. They're all locked behind research points. And you can see that that one's 150, 200, 120, etc. So the sooner you can get up a little researcher, the better. It is ideal to have 2 on the go, but I would say for the beginning of the game, 1 will do you. Now here, I like to have a storeroom if I can fit one in. Now these are tiny and the loading capacity is only 200. Again, we're going to put that onto pause. And then here, we're going to have one of our first houses. And that is going to go onto pause for now. Because the next thing we really do need, and we're not going to put this one on pause, is a log storage. And now we can see where to put our first path. Again, there's all this sort of things, guys, like bridges and pathings and all sorts of stuff. But it's all locked behind research points. But we're going to have to sort that out sooner or later. Now I want to bring the path down like this. Straight up to there. There's all this room we need. It's a small map. It's only 50 by 50. And room is going to be... it's going to be quite difficult to manage everything and get everything in. On this particular map, we've got stairs that come down here. So I want to make sure... our path is going to go up to there, and then we have another path I want to join on there, but we can't because the trees are in the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to delete the trees that are going to be in our way. Now the beavers will and can move around a little bit without paths, but they do like to have the paths in, and there's a special reason I'm doing something down here, but you will see later on when I get it done. So that's what we need to do. Put it onto play. So the start's come to remove these trees. And down here I am going to put under wood, we're going to put a lumberjack flag. Now it's going to tell us that it's not connected. And that is because these paths are not connected yet. But that will soon happen because we're going to speed it up a little bit. And we're going to have a little zoom in. And watch our little beavers beavering away. Chopping down the trees. They're so cute. So cute. Okay, as you can see, they're doing a sterling job with these paths. And start to fill it in already. Oops. I got one there I forgot to do, so we'll get that one done straight away, please. Thank you very much. And we can join this path up. It makes them go tons quicker when they can go on, run about on paths. They love it. We're going to have one lumberjack down here, and we're going to put another lumberjack in here, just there for the time being. It'll always be moved later. So we've got 2 lumberjacks. Now you can see on here we've got a yellow symbol saying nothing to do in range. What we have to do is tell them where we want the trees cut in. I'm going to block out that area there. And we're going to block out that area there. And a little bit there. So now they know where to chop the trees. And it's already night time. And because we don't have any housing yet, these poor little fellas are just going to sleep on the ground. Okay, we're back to morning. So we've got the wood underway. What they tend to do first is fill up these little storage piles here. And then when they've got nothing else to do, or spare beavers will come and pick them up and run them to the big storage over here. You might be able to see them doing that in a second. What I do love about this game, and I love attention to detail in all games, is when they're carrying something, look, they do it on 2 legs. He's going to come and put that in there. And then when he's finished, he'll run away on 4 legs. Wait, hang on. Did you not just put that in there and run back with it, you silly monkey? There's one on 4 legs, look. On 4 legs, he'll pick up a log and he's back onto 2 legs. I love that little detail. It is so cool and so cute. Now the next thing we need to do, which is very, very important, is get some water on the go. We do have 240, but if we get a drought now, we're going to be in dire straits. As you can see, when you're trying to place buildings, you get red if you can't place it, green if you can. But yeah, this game does have droughts. And what will happen is this water source at the top here will stop. And all the water will dry up. And all the area that is green and grassy will turn to look like this. If you have crops growing, they will die within a certain amount of days. All the trees will die within a certain amount of days. So you've got to make sure that you have a good stock of wood, water and food for when the droughts come. And now we're going to put in our little path. Again, I've got a couple of things that are going to be in the way, which are these blueberries. So we're just going to uproot those bees. Thank you very much. See the little beavers beavering away, they're so cute. And the third thing we need to do is keep on top of our food as well. As you can see, we've got blueberries down here. We're going to go into food and we're going to put in a gatherer flag. And I'm going to pop that there. Now, of course, we've got 280 food. What happens with our little beaver has nowhere to put it? We need this on. We're going to take that off pause, onto play. And another thing we can do within the game is give things priorities, guys. So water is top priority, which is double green. Food is our next priority, which is 1 single green. And then storage, which can stay on the white. And hopefully, these little guys will start to get a little bit more organised. Okay, the little beavers are finished with this storage and also this water pump. What I will do is I'm just going to knock off everything else, because what happens is you end up having all different stuff all over the place in your storages and it gets quite nutty. So we can store 200 in each little storage. That is great. Now the next thing we do, the water pump's fine, but we have got nothing to store the water in. So for the moment we can make the small water tank. So this is the next thing on the priority list. We're going to put 2 there. And I'm going to put 1 down here. You'll see why soon. 1 down there. Now what happens is the beavers do come and drink from these. Because if you have all your water tanks in 1 row in 1 part of the map, and your little beavers over here or over here, is going to have to come all the way down, all the way around, all the paths to get to the water. And that's not good. So I do like to have little water tubs here, there and everywhere, all over the map. And then they don't have to go too far, which is kind of cool. And as you can see here, our little gatherer is gathering up the blueberries. We put some here in little crates, and as you can see there, he's going over to the storage now to put them into the berry storage. And that's kind of cool. Everything is moving on nicely. Now we're going to give these, the only things being built at the moment, so we're going to give them top priority, because I am going to map out some of the things. And this one can go to second priority. Now I did say here the special reason. And if you look, that is just the right size for a little lodge. And the reason I've put it there is because then you can swing around and then do this. Space saving. They can get in from there and they can get in from there. And that is an ideal place, really ideal, to have a double set. I'm going to knock these down to that priority. There we go. It's night time again. Now each little lodge for this faction will hold 3. And we have 11 homeless. So next thing we're going to do is put that one back on. And of course we have 2 unemployed. So we're going to put this back on, which will give us an inventor. and 1 spare for our next thing. Okay, they've nearly got things built. The little houses down here are done. We're just waiting on that house there and there. But I have noticed down, we're about halfway down with our trees. Now, the trees on the green will regrow as long as you leave the stumps. The trees, the dead trees, will not regrow. So these ones in this corner will not regrow. Okay? But I can tell already we're going to start running out of wood. So the next thing I'm going to do is build a little path in here. A little one like that. And then one to this way, like that. We have 4 unemployed. So, I'm going to put a lumberjack there. And a lumberjack there. And we're going to set this level off here to be chopped down. Making sure we get all the trees out of the way. That will convert into wood, but again, like I said, it won't regrow. So that's the next step we can do there. The third step would be to research the forester, who can then replant areas. So we could get rid of these bushes, or we could plant them here, or plant them there, or plant them wherever you want to plant them. We cannot cross the river yet to get these, because we need to unblock the platforms or the bridges. Okay, we have our inventor, Zashi, in there, beavering away, making us some nice research points. We have 12 so far, so that's good. As you can see, we're getting a bit of a log storage coming in, and we've got 40. Now this food's okay for now, but we really should be looking at growing crops. And the easiest one to do to start off with is carrot, and as you can see, it's going to help us with hunger and nutrition, and it takes 4 days to grow. But what I want to do is I want to mark out a path. You can see we need to get rid of these, which is delete plants, delete that row there. We're going to leave this side of blueberries, and we're going to get rid of these as well. And we're going to put carrots this side. So hopefully now the beavers will start beavering away there. Now I've got a bit of storage as well. I'm going to turn this back on again, so they have somewhere to chill out at night by the campfire. And now we still have 11. We have 6 in the lodge, almost 2. We need to start looking at another place to put a house. Now I want to sneak another log pile on here for later, but as you can see, I've not quite got this pathing right. So I'm going to delete this pathing there. Yes, thank you very much. And I'm going to put another log pile on there. Now we are going to have to get rid of these stumpies. That one's there. I'm going to set these as high priority, because I want to get that path back in again quickly. And we're just going to speed things up a little bit. As you see, we've got warnings on here now. This building isn't connected to any district by path, so they're not going to work until we get this path fixed. But that's why I set that to high priority. And now those warnings have disappeared. Keep things nice and tidy, get rid of that corner. Yes. So, the next most important thing to do is farmhouse and forestry. Okay, so my microphone stopped working while I was recording, so I'm going to try and voice over for the rest of the recording. I do apologise about that. So we have plenty of food to be carrying on with. As you can see, there's 328 or so. So we don't need to do the farming just yet, but what we do need to do is the forestry. And in order for the forestry to work, we need a lumber mill. Because that lumber mill makes planks, and we need 7 planks to make the forestry tower. So what we're going to do is utilise the river for power, because that lumber mill needs power to work. I'm going to try and fit it in here, and we can't. So what we need to do now is delete some of the trees, or the tree stumps. And we're going to set them to high priority. So the little beaver will come and quickly get rid of them. There we go. And now we should be able to get in our lumber mill. And I'm going to tuck it right in on the edge. This is a small map, as I keep saying, so we need to be very conscious about spacing. And try and tuck as much in as we possibly can into the map. Now of course this needs power, and one of our options for power is water mills. So I'm making sure that this water mill is tucked right bang to the side of this building. So we don't need any extra pipes or anything for this building. But what we will do, once we can cross the river, is put pipes across and put another building to the same wheel. Therefore we're utilising space again and making use of the wheel twice rather than just the one time, which is kind of cool. I'm going to put some paths in now because otherwise the workers won't get there, they won't be able to build it, and eventually our worker, one of our unemployed guys, won't be able to go in there. I have moved the gatherer flag, which I'm now going to put to high priority. Ready. I'm going to put the wheel onto high and also that onto the next highest priority, so the guys should get building straight away. Come on, little dudes. Now each building has a worker. So your water pumps will have a worker, and your researchers, and buildings like this will also have workers. So that's why we need to keep up with our beaver breeding. That sounds so wrong, but yeah, we need to. And the beavers will not breed unless they have homes and space to grow. Plenty of food, plenty of water, and happiness. So we have 11 adults, no children. We've got 6 in the lodge, 3 in the mirrored, and we've got 2 homeless. So we do need to start looking at more housing. Those markers mean that the wall buckets are full, which is good. We do need those to be full. So let's have a look around and decide where we're going to put the housing. We could put some there, but I'm not quite sure about that. We are going to utilise this space up here that's not green. We're going to possibly put the forestry there. So what I'm going to do is take out the stumps, the ones that won't grow back, because they're safe to take out. So we can get that little area ready to place things. I mean, we could possibly put a house in there, maybe a storage in the forester. I do know there's a nice little gap there for a water bucket. Yeah, we've got 2 unemployed, so one of those will be the forestry, or the forester, whichever you want to call them. But I think at this point I do put in a water bucket, if I remember rightly, just to map it out so we know where we are. And I'm going to stick that onto pause. Because we do our little trick where we can put one of the doors there and the other door at the top, and then put our little path in, just like that. And then it's going to give us 2 more houses, that's 6 more beds. We've only got 2 homeless, that's going to give us a nice gap. Put that on pause so the houses get done first. And let's hope that these get done quickly. And everything should be good to go. Okay, they've built the lovely little water mill and the lumber as well. We do have a worker in there making the planks, but this storage over here is, oh wow, we are full on berries. We're not going to fit many more berries in there, and the planks that the lumber mill is making has got nowhere to be stored. So what we're going to have to do now is make a little storage down here that will just be for the planks. At the other side of the river I probably will put in another lumber mill with more planks, because we do use quite a lot of them. So I'm just going to mark it in the paths ready, and when we get the bridges, which will be rather cool. So that storage there is going to be just for the planks. that the lumber's... I'm gonna, yeah. Put in a water bucket. Another one, which is good. More water, the better. The more stored, the better. Trust me, guys. When you get a drought, yeah, we're going to have lots of problems. So we've got Boozer in there, working away. And I think we've done really, really well for our first episode, guys. It looks absolutely awesome and things are coming along nicely. I do hope you are enjoying the game. If you are, let me know by either A, commenting and letting me know, or B, sticking a thumbs up on the video. If you guys would like to see more, also let me know in the comments as well. The more you guys interact with videos, the more it helps us creators out and lets us know what you want. So hopefully you do like it and I can make another one. Anyway guys, we'll see you later. Have fun. Take care. Bye.